What's up, beautiful people? Jen here. If you are new, my name is Jenna Lee, aka Jen Sparkly, commander of the Sparkle Army. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Thank you for taking the time to visit my little corner of the internet. I genuinely appreciate it. I wanted to make this video today because of the reaction to my Harley Barber video. I am pleasantly stunned at the response it got. If you guys look at all my other video thumbnails, you'll see I average anywhere from maybe 20 or 22 to 50 or 75 views a video. As I film this, I'm at about 5,000 views, which for someone like me is it's unthinkable. I cannot believe this many people have viewed my video. And for all of you who took the time to watch and to actually listen to what I had to say, I thank you. For those of you who added calm, kind words of encouragement in the comment section, I thank you. And for those of you who challenged me and asked good questions in the comments, I thank you too. Normally when I do a video, I write out bullet points, all the information that I really want to cover, every point that I want to get across, and I didn't do that with the Harley Barber video. I was angry and I just kind of went off, and that's kind of why it meandered and did not really, I didn't get everything out that I wish I had. So since there were so many good questions I felt that needed to be addressed, here we are. I want to talk about it. First and foremost, see, I'm really pasty white. I'm really not that yellow. I don't know if it was the other background I was using or what. But no, pasty white. Pasty white, not yellow. First, I maybe didn't clearly say what I wanted to say as far as progressive people in Alabama. I'm not ignorant. I'm not naive. I know all too well how our state is viewed and how our state is. Perfect example, in the Trump election that year, my Facebook friends list went from over 4,000 to about 1,200. I severed ties with so many people because I was shocked, I was angered, and I was hurt to see that people I thought were intelligent, rational, caring people, they were siding with Trump. And I cannot wrap my brain around that. And every single one of them wanted to say, well, we can have a difference of opinion. Well, yeah, a difference of opinion is fine, okay? I happen to be addicted to Mountain Dew, okay? You might think it's gross. See, that's a difference of opinion. But when your personal opinion sees other people as inferior to you, that's not a difference of opinion. That's humanity, and you lack it. And I don't want that in my life. So, yes, racism is alive and well in Alabama. I did not intend for my video to try to paint this picture of this idyllic Alabama. I know that's not what it is. More often than not, I have hated this state. Please know that. More often than not, I have cursed this place. Like, what is wrong with you people? Trust me. And y'all, I'm an open book. My Facebook, my Twitter, everything. You can see I have struggled mightily with losing friendships and having to come to grips with the fact that some of the people I thought were intelligent, good people were not. And that was a very difficult lesson to learn, but I'm better for having learned it, and the people I keep in my circle are better, which makes me better. Someone also brought up the question, do you see interracial dating as somehow being progress? When I mentioned there being an abundance of interracial relationships in Alabama, I wasn't saying, oh, well, they're dating white people, so that's progress. That's not how I meant it. When I was in high school, a long time ago, we went on a trip to Washington, D.C. This was 1998. And one thing we all noticed a lot of was that there was a proliferation of interracial couples. And it actually led to a big discussion with me and a lot of my friends about how it would be frowned on where we lived, but it was clearly wide open in other places. And we all kind of agreed, boy, we can't deny the racism in our state, can we? This is in your face. Look how the rest of the world is living, or look how the rest of the country is living. And we're back here in the 1950s acting like it's somehow wrong to integrate. Now, granted, I, again, was raised in a mixed family, and my mother taught at what I guess would be considered inner city schools for the duration of her 25-year career. I've dated and have been involved with numerous black men. Again, my family has been so mixed and integrated that when I say I was taught that racism was wrong, it wasn't even so much a matter of my parents saying, Jenna, you can't say this, or Jenna, you can't do this. It was more that I learned from seeing how they behaved, and I followed their example. In the neighborhood we lived in before the one my father lives in now, we were the minority. It was a predominantly black neighborhood, but that didn't stop my parents from having company and cookouts, and there were always people of different colors around. So from like when I was able to walk, I've always just seen that integration. So for me, it was just obvious. Like, obviously it's supposed to happen. So I just never really, my parents never really drilled that into my head so much as showed me by example the way that you should be. And for that, I'm grateful, because we're all, well, a lot of you already know, but some of us are learning very painfully that not everyone's family thinks that way, and not everybody's family raises them with the right morals and the right ethics. A lot of you asked about her sorority sisters, and since there were two obviously supporting her and kind of backing her up in the video, how were they treating her? And I waited to make this because I didn't want to just go to like an Alpha Phi website or a University of Alabama website, because all we're going to get from that is like press release style sound bites. A friend of our family has a daughter who is in the Greek system at the University of Alabama. She's not an Alpha Phi, but she is in a sorority in the same Greek system. And I wanted to talk to her and get her opinions. And she expressed to me that since this happened, the sorority has been forbidden from even wearing anything with their letters on it until further notice. They are not allowed to speak about it at all. They have basically all been silenced, which, having been in a sorority, that tells me that they could possibly very well be in danger of losing their charter over this, which would mean that they would no longer be considered a sorority on campus. They would lose their charter, they would lose their house, they would no longer be valid, basically. That chapter would cease to be. Now, of course, I don't know that for sure. I can't speak on that for sure 100%. But if they're not allowed to discuss it, and they can't speak on it, and they're even being washed clean to the point that they can't wear their lavaliers, which is a necklace with your letters. You can't carry your letter bag. Y'all know how sorority girls are. Everything we own has our letters on it. I'm 36 and I've still got Alpha Gam stuff. But I will keep you guys updated on that as I get more information from her. So that's all I know on that. But yeah, I will keep you updated. I wrote notes. If y'all wonder what I'm looking down at, I actually wrote notes of everything that I wanted to, I don't know, just answer for you guys. I guess it's worth it to bring this up, how much I personally have always hated Donald Trump. And again, Alabama's not perfect. God knows we are not perfect, and I have cussed this state more than I've lauded it. And I'm still queasy over the fact that they put that orange buffoon in the most powerful position in the free world. It's astonishing to me. Now, granted, I wanted Bernie. I didn't want Hillary because I think Hillary is just as evil. The only good side to Hillary being in the White House would be that Bill would also be there. Blowjob or not, Bill Clinton was a damn good president. What else? Trump is, even if not directly, I feel like he, in an umbrella kind of way, is to blame for this onslaught of ignorance and white supremacy. He validates their ignorance. He validates their stupidity. They feel like because he's in the White House that it's acceptable to behave that way. And in the first few days after the election, I did hear people say stuff like, fuck you, N-word, back of the bus, Trump's president now. Like, have you lost your damn mind? Once again, I think I said it in the other video, but this is not 1865. We're not going backwards. Proof positive. Alabama elected a Democrat to Senate, unseating Roy Pervert Moore. And a lot of people don't want to speak on this, but I've done open my mouth now, so here we go. If you look at the numbers, Doug Jones got elected on the strength of the black vote. That statistic, and you can look at the numbers, the heavier black areas or the more concentrated black areas voted very heavily for Doug Jones. For that, I thank you. We had to get that pervert out. That is the first progressive step Alabama has taken in, I don't even know how long. And it's positive in that it's a progressive move, but it's also positive in the way that it shines a big spotlight on marginalized people. Like, look what happens when you use your voice. Use it. Speak up. Vote. Protest. March. Talk. Look what happened when you all got out and voted. When all of us progressives all got out and voted, we got a progressive in. Let's not lose that momentum. You know, Alabama's not perfect, but a lot of that ingrained in systemic racism is with the older generation of good old boys that will, for lack of better terminology, eventually die off. Polls as far as at schools in, I know, Mobile County, Baldwin County, Cobb County, Jefferson County, and a few other counties in Alabama, there were polls conducted at high schools, and the youth voted against Trump pretty strongly. And I know a lot of us look at the young kids and we see Tide Pod challenge, lotion challenge, stupid dances, you know, etc., etc. Yeah, they're goofy kids, but this is the first generation that is truly being brought up understanding that racism does not fly. Homophobia does not fly. Hatred of people just because they are not like you does not fly. And I do believe, just from seeing the students that my mother taught and the students at schools that I volunteered at, there's a difference and there is a shift. Change can be slow coming, but I refuse to just sit back and say, well, Alabama is a lost cause. It's never going to get better. No. It's going to get better because it has to. It's going to change because it has to. And that's just how it is. That's really it. I really just wanted to address everything that you guys asked. Again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I'm little Jenna Nobody from Mobile, Alabama, and so many of you, I knew that was about to fall. I heard it. Redneck rigging at its finest. But I lost where I was saying. But I genuinely appreciate all of you who took the time to listen and take to heart that we're not all like that here. There are lots more just like me. Are we the clear majority? No, we're not. I had it taped. Boy, how redneck is that? Yeehaw, y'all. But yeah, if there's anything that y'all want me to address, or if there's something that I'm missing, or something y'all want clarification on, talk to me. Yeah, I've tried to reply to as many of you in the comments as possible because I am so thoroughly stunned by the reaction that this got. I really wasn't expecting anyone to care what I had to say, and just seeing how many people encouraged and supported me it's amazing. And thank you. I will be more than happy to continue speaking up. I got a big mouth, and my mama raised me to know that when you see something wrong, or if you know that something is wrong, if you stay silent, you shoulder the blame. Silence is acceptance, and I don't accept that. So I'll forever run my mouth. If that means someone will hear it and maybe hear something different, or maybe see that change can happen, good. Listen to the little white girl with the awkward hair color and the bad makeup. Actually, my makeup is kicking. Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening to me. I genuinely love all of you. Thank you so, so, so much. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm wide open. Talk to me. I'm an open book. My other social media is in the description box. My Instagram, my Twitter, my Snapchat. Seriously, holler at me. I'm around, okay? For real, you guys stay beautiful. I love y'all. Bye.